Okay, previous two videos we have been already analyzed about stocks, and we already have been ranked the stocks which are can be used in a conservative portfolio. Okay, here here you can see we have been given a scores, we have been given a points and calculated a score and arranged them in a order with like highest scored on a top and lowest scored on a bottom. You like to build a portfolio now. You assume that you are going to build a portfolio and you are going to invest 1 lakh rupees. Okay, what I will say, we will consider first 15 stocks for investment. Okay, what we will do, first 15 stock we will consider for a investment to distribute our 1 lakh rupees among first 15 stock. What next what I will be doing, I will consider, I will write it down somewhere 1 lakh rupees. Okay, that is my investment amount. Then I will write it down all the 15 stocks with their which industry it belongs to. Is it software, is it housing, is it auto, like that I will write it down which industry it is and which kind of stocks they are, which kind of stocks they are, the stock name and industry I will write it down. Once I have been selected first 15 stocks, once I have been selected and written on first 15 stock, then I can't invest equally among all 15 stock, all 1 lakh rupees I can't invest in one single stock or divide equally among the all the stock, because it has its own return as well as a risk involvement. Okay, for that reason we will be analyzing a risk adjusted return. Okay, we will be analyzing a RAR, that is nothing but risk adjusted return we will be going to analyze. Okay, how to get analyze that? Till now we haven't considered return or risk or beta value of the any of the stock. Okay, in a portfolio building these three factors will be come into the picture. First one is nothing but a return. Return is nothing but what is the average 10-year average return from the company. Past 10 year, what is the average return it has been given. Okay, second thing is a risk involved in the company, in the sense you are investing into a stock market, there will be a certainly there will be a risk involvement in terms of your money invested. So how much risk I am taking? Okay, for to get the 18% return, I am taking a 10% of the risk. Okay, so that one also we will be considered. Here risk factor we have been considered as a PB ratio. PB ratio is nothing but price to book value. In the sense how many times more I am paying for this particular stock. That will be a risk involvement in your investment. Okay, once you have been considered risk as well as a return, then it comes to the beta value. Beta value is nothing but how your stock has been aligned with the market, like a standard market, like a Nifty 50 or Sensex, how it is been aligned. Is it aggressively aligned or conservatively aligned? So that you can compare your portfolio with the stocks, indexes, like indices like a Nifty or Sensex. Okay, for that reason we will be considering a beta value. First we will collect the information. From where I can collect this information about a risk, return and beta value? 10-year average return I need, and risk I need, PB ratio, as well as a beta I need. Beta is nothing but a how it is aligned with the market. Is it aggressively aligned or conservatively aligned? Okay, greater than 1 aggressive, less than 1 conservative, equal to 1 fair alignment. Okay, so first we will consider return, from where we can get the return and risk. From where we can get the return and risk. We already used screener.in. We already used a couple of the times we have been used screener.in. Okay, just click on screener.in and log in to screener.in by using your Gmail ID. just log into the screener.in. Once you log into the screener.in, okay, type that particular stock. For example, TCS I am looking for, okay, Tata Consultancy Services. Okay, once it has been loaded, you can check if it is already there, price to book value and 10-year return over 10-year. Return over 10-year is not there here. Okay, price to book value is already, it is there. So what we can do, we can add a ratio here. Okay, we can add a ratio that is nothing but return over 10-year. Okay, return over 10-year. Here it is not showing. Then what we can do, we can click on here, edit ratios. Click on that, edit ratios. Okay, then here go to price. Click on here, most used, annualized, here price, and select the 10-year return. Okay, return over 10-year. I'm repeating again. You have to select a edit ratios, price here, then select the 10-year return. If you haven't selected a price to book value, search here price to book value and select that too. Okay, price to book value as well as a 10-year return. Once you have been selected price to book value and 10-year return, you already selected, then click on save. Now it will be showing what is the price to book value as well as a return over 10-year. That is the average return over a 10-year for that particular stock. Once you have been got these two information, you have to write it down in this particular table. Somewhere you have to write it down. Okay. Then one more thing we have to check is a beta value. From where we can get a beta? In money control. If you search for a stock, very first itself, here itself you will get a beta value. Okay, here itself you will get a beta value. Consider that beta value for a calculation. Okay, risk and return from the screener.in and beta from the money control. Okay, risk and return, any stock you can select. For example, next stock is a HDFC. Okay, HDFC. Okay, here you can see automatically it is showing a price to book value as well as a return over 10-year. If you are not getting this thing here, then go to edit ratio, then add here. In a price, we have to add a return over 10-year. Again here we have to search for a price to book value. Okay, once you have been done that, once you have been collected information, next step is to calculate a return, risk adjusted return. How to calculate a risk adjusted return? In calculator, first type return. Return is a 18.15. 18.15 is a return. 18.15 is a return divided by risk. Risk is nothing but 10.59. 10.59. That is the risk involved in that particular stock. So we have to divide return divided by risk value to get the risk adjusted return. Similarly, we have to calculate for all the stocks. Same step we have to follow. Return divided by risk value. Return divided by risk value to calculate all the risk adjusted return. Once you calculate all the risk adjusted return for individual stock, then add them together. Just add all the risk adjusted return, total you will get. Okay, you have to add all the risk 1.71 plus 3.92 plus 4.05, like that you have to add all the risk adjusted return to get a total risk adjusted return. Once you have been done with the total risk adjusted return, now it is time to allocate a fund. In the sense, I am going to distribute this 1 lakh rupees among these 15 stock. Okay, to do that one, first we have to calculate a percentage allocation. how much percentage we have to allocate to the TCS, what percentage of the money we have to allocate to HDFC. Okay, to calculate that one, again in your calculator, first we have to type 1.71, that is nothing but a risk adjusted return for the TCS. Risk adjusted return for the TCS, how much is the risk adjusted return for the TCS is a 1.71, that is a risk adjusted return for the TCS 1.71 divided by total. How much is the total? 43.1. 43.1. Okay, this way if you multiply by 100, then it will be given in terms of percentage. Okay, multiply by 100, then you will get a 3.98 only. Okay, this way we have to calculate for the each stock. Again I am repeating how to calculate for each stock. Now we are calculating for the HDFC return, risk adjusted return is a 3.92. So 3.92 divided by total is a 43.1. In your calculator, just calculate those things. Okay, 9.09, in the sense 9.1% need to be invested in a HDFC. Okay, once you have been calculated for all the stocks, I need to know in terms of amount. I am not going to allocate in terms of percentage, right? I'm going to invest 1 lakh rupees among 15 stocks. So what I will do now I will allocate to the each stock how much it is. Out of 1 lakh rupees, 3.98% to be allocated to the TCS, 9.1% to be HDFC, 9.39% to the Maruti Suzuki. It is simple multiplication we have to do. That is nothing but 3.9% or 0.03968 multiply by 1 lakh rupees. Like that we have to multiply 1 lakh rupees, we have to multiply for the this whatever you have been calculated, the whatever you have been calculated as a percentage allocation, we have to multiply for that one. You will get a amount to be invested in a that particular stock. Okay, once you calculate a risk adjusted return, first you have to calculate a risk adjusted return for each stock by dividing return over risk. Then we have to add all so that we will get a total. Once you have been arrived at total, then we will be going to distribute among a fund will be distributed among those stocks by using a individual risk adjusted return with a total. We have to 1.71 divided by 43, 4.05 divided by 43, 1.86 divided by 43. Then you will get a percentage. Okay, that percentage need to be multiplied with the 1 lakh rupees. That is the percentage of the amount we will be investing. That will be amount we are going to invest in each stock. For example, here 16,500 rupees will be invested in a Bajaj Finance. Not exactly we will be able to invest. Near to that we need to invest. Okay, this is about how can we distribute our desired amount in terms of all the selected stocks to build one portfolio. Once you have been built a portfolio, if you are checking the portfolio return, average portfolio return, now it has been improved to 17.85 and risk has been reduced to 4.56. Previously it was 7.5. The average risk was 7.5 and return was 13%. But by using this optimization technique, if you are calculating an average of this, you will get a 13%. If you are calculating an average of the risk, okay, if you add and divide by 15, then you will get a 7.61. The risk was higher and return was a lower. And now we have been improved that one to a 17%, 13% to 17%, around 5% increment, 4.5% increment in a return, and 3% decrement in a risk has been achieved by using this technique, risk adjusted return technique. Okay, so this technique, and one more thing, we have been calculated average beta value, that is nothing but 1.1. in the sense my portfolio is aggressive in nature. Okay, in the sense aggressive with respect to market, it is not a aggressive portfolio, we are saying aggressive with respect to market. Okay, if market given a 10%, your portfolio will give a 11% return. Similarly, if market fall by a 10%, your portfolio will fall by a 11%. That is what you mean by the market risk, that is a beta value. The average beta value is a 1.1. So this is a way we can construct a portfolio. Previously we have been learned how to screen the stock, in the sense select a stock. Okay, out of the 219 stock, we have been selected around 40 stock for a conservative investor. Out of that 40 stock, we have been considered first 15 stock for building a portfolio. Then we have been collected information related to the return, 10-year return from that particular stock, risk, that is nothing but price to book value, and beta value by using a money control. Then we have been used a risk adjusted return technique, dividing a return by risk to calculate a risk adjusted return, then added together we get a 43. Then we have been divided individual by 43, 1.71 by 43, 3.92 by 43 to get the percentage. Okay, how much percentage we need to allocate out of my investment. If you are considering here 10,000, then 10,000 will be divided among all the stocks. 10,000 will be divided among all the stocks. Okay, once has been you have been come to know that how to invest across the all the selected stocks. Okay, in the next video we will be discussing about how to construct one model portfolio in a money control. For your reference, anytime you can track that portfolio, and you can check what is the profit you have been generated, or what is the loss you have been generated. For a watching purpose, you can create a model portfolio. Same model portfolio you can create in a money control. It will be shown in a next video.